now win at New England.
You know what? They can because of the guy you did the interview with, LaDainian Tomlinson, and their defense is unbelievable. They will get heat on Tom Brady. So the key for the New England Patriots is, can they run the ball on them, which that's a tough task to do on a San Diego on their front four. But I think it's going to come down to Phillip Rivers. You know, he didn't have such a good game against the Bears. They played good enough to win. Is he going to be able to handle the pressure playing on the road like that, make enough plays for San Diego?
But, you know, the Chargers defensively last week against the Bears were able to attack the line of scrimmage because Rex Grossman's playing quarterback, and they don't fear the passing game. Now you're going up against the New England Patriots, who can certainly run the ball, and as the Jets found last week, you try and attack the quarterback now, you're going to pay a heavy price with Randy Moss and Wes Walker and Stallworth and those guys on the outside. So that's why I really don't think San Diego can go up there and win this game. I like the Patriots.
Right, I like the Patriots, but also, look, San Diego's defense and their secondary is going to go into this game with a lot of confidence because the last 2 years, they faced a guy, Randy Moss, in Oakland twice a year. So they played against him 4 times. So they're going to go into the game with a lot of confidence.
Wasn't the quarterback.
Yeah, Tom Brady wasn't the quarterback.
It's a quarterback-driven league.
So,
I like the Patriots.
Reviewing the picks, everyone likes New England except me. For unspecified reasons, I'm taking the Chargers.
Are you making your own picks this year?
I'm making my own picks, and I went 13-3 in week 1 in New England with Bill Belichick. One of his assistants or his video guy caught videotaping the Jets' defensive signals over the weekend at the Meadowlands. The Pats had been warned about this in the past. The league considers it significant, and there could be a substantial penalty coming.
I think there will be significant sanctions placed on Belichick mostly, but perhaps the Patriots as well, no later than Friday of this week. Although, as we tape, you never can tell. Something may happen later tonight, Wednesday, or tomorrow. But, Bob, here's the biggest thing right now. People are saying, geez, why is the league reacting so strongly about this? And I think the biggest reason is, you and I both talked to Roger Goodell this summer. And one of the things after the stench of Pac-Man Jones's story and the Michael Vick dogfighting case, Roger Goodell said to both of us, hey, boy, I can't wait to start playing the games. We have a great game, our 88th year. It's going to be a great season. So here's what happens. First game of the season, great first weekend. And after the first game, all we're hearing about is the New York Jets thinking that they've been spied upon by the New England Patriots. And so instead of talking about, oh, boy, Randy Moss looks great, we're talking about this silly story of the Patriots gaining what probably is a negligible advantage by doing this. The league office, Bob, right now, I can tell you, is an angry place. They're angry because instead of talking about football, we're talking about this bizarre subterfuge between the Jets and the Patriots.
Okay. They could theoretically suspend Belichick.
Yeah.
The Patriots have a lot of first-day draft choices,
5
including
first-day draft picks.
2 first-rounders.
More than any in the league, 5 first-day picks.
And then there's always the possibility of a substantial fine levied against the franchise or some combination of 2 or all 3 of those possibilities.
Right. I think there's a lot of people in the league who would love to see the commissioner come down very hard, and I think he will come down on them hard. Here's the question you have to ask yourself. With a suspension, okay, the Patriots, like every team in the league, have 20, 21 coaches. Don't you think with the way Bill Belichick has inculcated this staff and really driven home the point that, hey, this is how we coach here, they'd be able to handle life without Belichick against the Buffalo Bills?
Symbolically, if he's not there for a week and barred from the facility and everything else, it sends a more easily understood message.
It would be a much more significant penalty, at least in my opinion, to lose a couple of first-day draft picks.
Competitively,
because
you're right.
that is everlasting. No question. Okay? You know, if Belichick is back with the team on October 1st, okay, you know, they're still going to make the playoffs this year. Who knows? They might lose a home game. But, you know, Bob, one of the things is people around the league have been looking at the Patriots and they've been saying, hey, look, Goodell comes down hard on players for using substances and everything like that. But, you know, this is a competitive situation. It's not some guy using marijuana or something like that. It's competitive. That's why so many people in the league want them to come down very hard with at least a strong draft choice penalty on the Patriots.
5 seconds. Could it be a first-rounder?
I think it's more likely to be a second and something else.
All right, Peter, thanks. And now to Monday night in Cincinnati.